Hello and welcome to the Black Pine Cooktop. My name is Paul and today we're going to be making jambalaya. Why do I want to make jambalaya? Well, a particular fast food chain that I will not name stopped making this jambalaya that I really loved. And now I had no idea where to get it, especially out here in Arizona. And so I took it upon myself to make it. And it came out really good. And so now this is in my meal prep repertoire all the time. And so I want to show you guys how to do this as well. And to start that, let's learn what ingredients we need and what tools we need for this dish. Okay, with that, we're ready to start cooking. And if you like this video, please do not forget to press like and subscribe. It helps me out quite a bit, and I really enjoy making these videos for all of you. So, let's get to it. First things first, we're gonna smoke our sausage. I use Italian sausage for this, and it worked out pretty well. I have a pellet grill that I obviously need to clean. You line them up on the left-hand side of the grill, and then after about an hour and a half to 2 hours, they are ready and smoked. That's exactly where you want them. You don't want to overdo them because you are going to put them in a dish after all. This is what you kind of want them to look like. We're going to put those on a plate and sort them out. Close your grill and you're good. Now we're going to cut them up. You want to cut these up into like thick pepperoni slices. And what we're looking for is something like a smoke ring. You kind of can't see it on this one, but it's there. So we're going to cut this one up. My cutting technique is obviously great. Now you can see the smoke ring a little bit better on this one. That's exactly what we want to see. Just any evidence of smoke being there. It's good. So we're going to continue cutting these up into these pieces, and then we're going to set them aside. Just like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to fry them. We want to get a nice little crust on them. So keep adding your sausage to the pan here, and then we're going to fry them up. We want to get a nice crust on these, but we don't want to burn them. And so I sped up the process here because it took about 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes to do this. And you want to get a nice crust on there. Do not burn them. You kind of see what we got going on there. Just a nice little char. And this will give them a little bit of extra flavor for this. So you open up your Instant Pot and then you throw them in there. I use an Instant Pot for convenience, but for reasons later on I'll discuss, it was not very convenient after all. And so the next step is we're going to add our chicken. I use chicken tenderloin. So you just put them in a pot just like that, and I like to cook them up whole and then cut them afterwards. It's a lot easier to do it that way, I think, at least for this application. For something like a stir fry, you don't want to do that. So as you can see, I didn't season them, and magically they're already done. How cool is that? So we're going to chop them up one by one and put them in the Instant Pot. I use this fancy Santoku knife and then a small cutting board to do this. So you turn off the heat on your induction stovetop or your stove, and then take them off and cut them, and then throw them into the mix. It's okay if you want these to be done. They can even be slightly underdone because they're going to cook in the Instant Pot or Stock Pot, whatever you choose. So just keep adding them in there, and then we're going to add the vegetables and the rest of the ingredients now. So take that away, and we're going to clean up a little bit and make the Instant Pot the star of the show. Okay. So, our first ingredients that we're going to add are rice and stock. This is chicken stock, 2 cups worth. And then this is jasmine rice, 1.5 cups worth, washed. And then we're going to add our holy trinity of ingredients here. Actually, sorry, chilies. We're going to add chilies and then tomatoes. I use canned tomatoes in this because I was being lazy. You can actually add cut tomatoes if you wish as well. Those chilies are actually hatch chilies that work really well. If you can get hatch chilies in season, do it. Now this is okra. Okra is wonderful in this, and it makes it nice and gummy and have a good flavor and texture. We're going to add celery as well. And we're going to add bell pepper and onion. And so these 3 ingredients together make up what they call in Cajun cooking the Holy Trinity. And those 3 flavors mixed together work really, really well. And next, we're going to stir it all together. And you want to mix it. And if you really wanted to, you can actually taste this because the ingredients are all pretty much cooked. At least in my case, they were all cooked. So that's cool. And now we're going to add fresh thyme. I'm always a big proponent of adding fresh thyme to things because it gives a really good flavor that I rather enjoy. Same thing with any fresh herb for that matter. Fresh herbs are the way to go because they add so much dimension to things and they make you seem like you know what you're doing. I have faked so many people out by using fresh herbs. It's amazing. For this one, you're going to measure it out and always use kosher salt in this. 1 teaspoon of kosher salt and then a tablespoon of this slap ya mama Cajun seasoning. This particular Cajun seasoning is really good, and you can get it at Walmart for like $3 a thing. This one I've had for about 4 months, and it's lasted me quite a while, and just a little bit of extra for, material's sake. And then, of course, the thing that we don't know does anything, bay leaves. Just throw those suckers in there. Just like that. Stir it all together and get some nice harmonious existence within these. Just like that. So that's cool. Next, I'm going to add a little bit more stock because I thought it needed some more. And as it turns out, it actually needed more than that because I had trouble getting this to pressure, which sucks. Stir it all together again. Give yourself some extra insurance. Make sure you put your garlic in because I sure didn't. And you'll see right now, I screwed up and realized that, hey, what did I miss? Oh, Jesus, I missed the garlic. And there it is. More garlic. Never forget to add the garlic in this. Just plop a tablespoon in there. I know I'm not professional putting myself on there, but I don't care. Mix it all up. Make sure you're good to go with all that. And then we're going to put this in a pressure cooker here that hopefully can get to pressure. And you're going to pressure cook it for 10 minutes or so. If we're using like a stock pot or something or an oven, you're going to use probably a little bit more time, maybe 30 to 45 minutes. And that's okay. That is totally fine. This is still a quick meal. So once that's actually at pressure and it cooks, you're going to open it up, fuck up your camera, and it's going to look and smell amazing because all these things mix together so well. It's absolutely incredible. And Cajun cooking is just magic. It really, really is. These flavors are incredible. And this meal prep keeps its heat really, really well, and it actually makes a fantastic next day meal for work or something like that. It heats up magically, and it's just very substantial because of the protein that you put in there. And it's cool because you can put any protein you like in there. I just happen to like chicken and sausage because it's like that unnamed restaurant's version. And in true Cajun food fashion, I have to serve it with a hot sauce. And I like to use this Louisiana hot. You can also use something like Tabasco or anything like that, but I just like Louisiana hot because that particular restaurant that I really liked used Louisiana hot, and I gotta stick with tradition. And so with that, There's our jambalaya. It's wonderful. And go ahead and serve it, do some fancy edits, and there you are. There is your meal. It came out so good. I really enjoyed it, and I actually ate it for work for like the next 3 days. And it was amazing. I rather enjoyed it, and it always is so good, and it fills you up so well. Highly recommend you make this one. And so with that, we are good to go. Thank you for watching. Take care.